that not all claims are equal. And the one who said, love your enemies, is the extreme opposite of someone commanding his followers to kill the infidel. Not that interesting. And when he attended that atheist convention, author, he's like, one of the keynote speakers, he's an atheist, Richard Dawkins, he's like, he said this in like a bitter tone and attacked it. He said to mock them, this is a quote, mock them, ridicule them in public, don't fall for the invention that we're far too polite to talk about this.
Say it in a bitter tone.
In what?
Oh, yeah. So I was like, oh, I was pretty yeah. Next page. Oh, another thing he said. The reason is an immune system. It's. Oh, you want to read that? Wait, because
Second bullet? Second bullet?
Yeah.
Reason is like the immune system. Sorts out helpful beliefs from harmful. Reason sorts out helpful beliefs from harmful. Paula, read the third bullet.
Yeah.
So
Read the third bullet. Oh, Stephanie, you read the third bullet.
Why you change your observing the phenomena around you and reason whether it is the product of blind forces or an intelligent creator.
Too much deep.
Yeah.
Certain.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool? Read it louder.
Such words. Much deep.
Observing.
Yeah, observe. I think it's supposed to be observed.
Did I spell it wrong?
You said observing.
Observe
Oh.
the phenomena around you and reason whether it is the product of blind forces or an intelligent creator. Makes more sense.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Again?
Maybe typos all the time.
And then this little part here, because it's small. It was like, here. It's a mistaken claim would be that, like, when people, blame Christians for falling like hypocrites, it's like, oh, here, because of the mistakes of those who are believers, they say, oh, God isn't there. But the truth is, it's a little like saying that because my children make mistakes, I don't exist. I was like, oh.
Wow.
This book is so cool. I just share the random things that stand out to me. Okay, has anyone ever heard of scientism? You have?
Disney?
I never did.
Is that the same as Scientology?
I don't know. I feel like I have. I should learn. Is it?
Yes, I believe.
Science.
Google.
So, okay. This is what scientism is. It's the belief that science is the only source of knowledge and that science can explain all human conditions and expressions, mentally or physically.
Actually, have a church
So
at
that's a
school.
lot what, like people who don't believe in God, they'll base all their everything on science, right? And I love science. It's like, it's helped us so much. It
You're a
helps
science
us.
major.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna be a science major. It's helped us to be more interconnected through technology, helped us to grow crops and stuff. You want to be a farmer. It's cured diseases, and it's a lot of inventions that come out of science, but science has its limits. Let's see. Next one. Here are the limits of science that is listed. Do you want to read the first bullet?
1, 2.
Poop.
Oh, anybody. You can see it. Props for being the first, the closer to the top.
Louder.
Ethics and morality. Should I read that too?
Oh, yeah.
A scientist can't hold an experiment and conclude that murder is wrong. Mathematics. The mathematical order in the universe was discovered, not invented.
Okay, so, like, science can't tell us how we should
Makes
live.
sense.
Yeah.
1 plus 1.
Yeah. You can't
Four.
tell us right or wrong.
In my
Okay.
mathematical field 3.
Science can't tell us right from wrong. What's another one? Next one.
Mathematics. The mathematical order in the universe.
Wait,
Louder.
wait. I think they need to hear it.
Mathematics. The mathematical order in the universe was discovered, not invented. It's the language and foundation of science, so science can never justify its existence.
Okay. So, math is an abstract creation of rules and relationships by the human mind. Math is like, it's kind of a glimpse of how difficult it is to have science be the ultimate judge of whether God exists. You know, like, math is the foundation of science in a way, right? And
It's the
so,
language of
so
science.
people try to justify it, like,
Wait.
it's like
Foundation.
math is the foundation and science is the house. If you're like switch it around, science to be the foundation, and like wait, and math doesn't work. That's what it kind of means right here with the simile. Where's the simile? You can read it.
If math,
Oh yeah, there it is. Okay.
if math is the basis of science, then science can't be math's source of verification.
There you go.
Then science can't
Good one.
Mark is the foundation of science.
An arc is the foundation of science.
That's like you're saying. That's like how you're saying science. Science can't be the foundation of science. It's like math is the basis of science.
The basis of science.
Okay. You read the next one. Yeah.
Reason.
Reason, science.
To say that reason came into being for no reason is unreasonable.
Isn't that interesting? You have to read that a second time because it takes a while to understand that.
Yeah, again.
But it makes sense.
What
That's
is
a good
it?
point.
I can translate it.
Yeah? Okay, translate it.
Level. Just cause, like, to say that reason came into being for no reason is unreasonable. Like, just cause things exist, just cause, it's not, it doesn't make sense to think that way.
Yeah. So, God created us to be rational creatures. We think abstractly, learn languages at an amazing speed, and know the difference between right and wrong. In contrast, natural selection, which was evolutionary biologists believe, natural selection would only have developed in us the basic abilities to survive, which is to acquire food, avoid danger, and find a mate. So that seems so like blah, you know? So yeah. Next step. Oh, isn't that cool? Okay. The biggest limitation of science is that it can't tell us why we're here. Can you read the 3 questions?
Why was the universe made? Why are we here? Why is there something rather than nothing?
Right?
Why?
Can you tell us why the universe is made? Why we're here? Isn't that cute? Now, yeah, but it tells us like, why is there a puppy walking around? Just kidding. Yeah. Now I'll go on a little bit to chapter 3. Mark, can you read that quote? Or no, Stephanie, can you read that quote?
Which one? The black?
Yeah, the black one.
There must be an absolute if there are to be morals, and there must be an absolute if there are to be real values. If there is no absolute beyond man's ideas, then there is not final appeal to judge between individuals and groups whose moral judgments conflict. Francis A. Schaeffer.
Which got food.
Moral absolutes. I remember the first time I got asked about that, and I was like, what does this mean? So I went to class. Yeah, actually, Carla was the one who asked me about moral absolutes, and I didn't know what that meant. And I did not understand. Do you know what that means? Yeah. Can you explain it?
It's like some people say, like, you know, truth and morals are relative to each other. Like your morals, your truths are different from my truths. So there can't be like an absolute truth that can be held by everyone. Like your truths, different from
So
my
let's
truths.
say I go to the store and I steal something, and to me, like, if my moral values are like, I don't care.
I can steal.
Stealing isn't wrong to me. Why is it wrong to you? Like,
Yeah.
so, but moral absolutes is the same. Like the universe.
Stealing is wrong, period.
Like stealing is wrong to everybody, you know, like that. Or lying is wrong to everybody. because there is a moral absolute. The knowledge of God is an immune system in our souls. So the more we have the knowledge of God, the more we are able to fight evil off. And can you read Romans 1:28-29? Somebody? Okay, then.
28-29. And since they did not see fit to acknowledge God, God gave them up to a debased mind to do what ought not to be done. They were filled with all manner of unrighteousness, evil, covetousness, malice. They are full of envy, murder, strife, deceit, and maliciousness. They are gossips. You want me to keep going?
Oh, that's 28-29, right?
Yeah.
That's it. Okay, good. So like you remember when you hear that shooting, like it's like the things are the people who don't know God. But the more you have the knowledge of God, the more it helps you prevent you from doing sin, right? Okay. And another part was a conversation that happened between the author, and he was on the plane, and he sat next to a guy who had a PhD, a professor who had a PhD in an England university. So they started talking about literature and all these types of books. And then the author finally asked him, like, at the end, like, oh, well, what's your religious viewpoint or something like that? And he said, the professor, he's like, well, I'm a militant atheist. He's like, militant? And he had two reasons. First, it was like the fossils of the earth and the layers of the earth. And then the other one, he's the author. He's like getting really prepared to probably hear something you've never heard before. But then the professor actually said, if there's a God, he said, then why is there so much evil in this world? You know, you hear that a lot. So the author, he decided to write on the throw-up bag in the seat, you know, or you throw up on the back of it. It's all clean. He wrote, "No God, no evil." N-O, no God, no evil. And he kind of got that from the theologian Cornelius Van Til, which is like, this is his quote: "If there is no God, then there is no such thing as evil." And that kind of takes a thing to sink in. You kind of know what I mean there, yeah?
Kind of.
Yeah.
No God, no evil.
Uh-huh. The unbeliever can't describe the world we live in without borrowing the concepts of good and evil, you know? So, Judge, in the end, if there was no God, a terrorist would eventually just get away with his actions, you know, because there wouldn't be a judge. Right? You kind of get it?
You're saying like he established what is good and what is evil. That's why there's no God, then there's no established good and evil.
Yeah. Also, I want to play this song. Oh, just the beginning of the song, because I was just hearing it on the radio.
You
And
posted it.
I was like, cool. Yeah, you probably heard of it. But, wait. Oops, I should make it loud. I'm not hearing it.
Just couldn't bear the thought of people living in poverty, children sold into slavery. The thought disgusted me, so I shook my fist in heaven. I said, God, why don't you do something? He said, I did. I created you.
And I like that a lot. Actually, yeah. I was just having a conversation with,
Jordan.
with Carlo, and he said he had struggled with that question for like a whole year. He asked his dad, but it didn't really satisfy his question, his answer. And it's not to like glory in me or boast on you, but to boast on like God. And then I kind of tried to explain it to him, and he was like, oh, thank you. And you answered it in a matter of seconds. Oh, praise God. And I got this from Arlene's notes. If God is a loving God, why are children suffering in third world countries? And there are like many factors. Like there's greed in government, And we live in a fallen world. And we have to be reminded that when we stand before God, we're not going to judge him. It's the other way around. And God can ask us this instead. If the church was filled with my spirit and loving believers, why are there children suffering in third world countries? So we got to be reminded that we are his hands and feet to do something. So that's